Uh, people were more excited to see you fight than I think ever. I mean, can you give us a feel of just kind of what your emotion is like after, going through this epic event?
Do I need this? I think I was. I just feel like I had a non-stop fight camp. I think I could have used a little more time. My eye was already shit from my last fight. And anyways, you sneeze on me, I bleed. You know what I'm saying? Blood don't hurt. Just in case everybody knows, it's just there. Um, yeah, fucked up.
We know your character that you would continue fighting probably no matter what, but Dana was in here earlier. He said he hated the stoppage, but then he saw your eye and thought, well, maybe it was probably a smart call. I mean, do you feel medically that it was a wise decision to maybe prevent you from taking more damage there?
I don't, I think that the cut was from what I'm told to and what I believe from every fight I'm cut anyway, because it's repeated on the same eye. And then I knew they were gonna throw me right back in immediately. Also, like why couldn't after the Pettis fight it be 6 months? They're like get back in. I'm like, all right, they want me under the most fucked up circumstances, or I'm going in under the most fucked up circumstances. A little more time would have been nice, and I think that I heard that my eye was the same coming out of second round that it was coming out the third round, and the doctor played me. He like, oh man, I don't know. I like, no, I'm good. Well, he asked me, you good? You can see. I'm like, yeah, cool. And then he goes back to the other guy, and he's like, fight top. I'm like, what the fuck? So yeah, and not to mention, I don't like to make excuse. You've heard it before probably, but I had a knee injury about 3 weeks ago, and it kept me from running. And that's why I tell all my boys all the time, if you're gonna be fighting people, you have to run. You have to run hard, and you have to do rounds. You have to spar and you have to run. That's key. And so I didn't have that, and I don't feel like I had the confidence that I usually had in my cardio. As far as going and pushing, I knew I could make it 5 rounds for sure, no matter what. But I couldn't keep the pressure. I didn't have the confidence to keep the pressure I usually keep because I want to make sure I paced that out good. And it started to start happening. I was like, okay, I feel you holding on, trying to slow this fight down. So I was putting the punches on the cage. He was holding me, doing nothing. I was hitting him, and his head was turning the other side. I was hitting him the other way. I'm like, oh, you don't want to work no more. And on the bottom too, on the ground. So I think it was gonna start looking better for me. And like I said, I wasn't running, so it was a slow start. It could have went better. But that's the name of the game, right? Everybody's. I've said it before, but. I got to do what I got. Somebody in the round in the fight earlier got wrecked. I think it was the Mohawk homie. What's his name? Yeah, Johnny Walker got. I saw him. He got hit, and then he knocked down. He jumped back up all fast, trying to kill the guy back. And I'm like, that's not how you do it. You know what I'm saying? You need to just slow it down, recover, get time, and make it through that fight. You know what I'm saying? Because otherwise you're gonna lose, and I ain't planning on losing no fight ever. You don't have to kill me. So I believe that the stuff would start to turn around for me.
Last thing for me, I mean, obviously you gotta heal up and that sort of thing. Masvidal said in there he'd love to run it back with you. Dana said he doesn't know if that's gonna happen right away. Give us your thoughts. I mean, do you want to run this back right away, or are there other fights that interest you?
Yeah, because hey, if you're the baddest motherfucker, you gonna take that as a win. I mean, it's just like Conor when I fought Conor, like, it was a win. It was fair game. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't finished. He know that I wasn't finished. So I was ready to rock. And that's my plan. That's my next move. I would love to run it back. That's the only thing I want to do. And that's my full intention now. But I could already see the fuckery coming. I know how this game works. I give all the rematches and make names for all these people. I believe I was responsible for this whole shit. I brought the president. Straight up. I didn't see president going to no title fights. So I believe it's fair, and if hopefully they don't throw a money or clout Jorge's way to be like, let's do something else. He's got to fight number 27 again, because that's the name of the game when it's repetitive, you know. And see, Dan already talking that shit, you know what I'm saying? So I need to get my rematch, and I'm come back, do things right, do things safe, come back 100% and win this fight, and seal the real deal.
What does that timeline look like for you? Because Dana mentioned that you might have to get some plastic surgery done. Obviously, you got the cuts there. You mentioned the knee, and it sounds like maybe you're a little mentally fatigued from the back-to-back camps.
Yeah. For sure, I would like a little more time. Like I said, even the last time, like when I beat Connor, like why did they throw me back in so quick? After I fight Pettis, they threw me back in quick because maybe they were desperate for a show. You know what I'm saying? And where were they gonna get the show from? You know, they don't got nobody to get no show. Presidents don't come for no title fights. They come to fucking bad motherfucker fights. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, fuck The Rock too, man. That motherfucker over here playing me. See him over here smiling with Masvidal. Should have had Mike Tyson handing out a belt if anybody. I didn't give a fuck about no belt anyway, but he could get it too.
Do you think, would Jorge say to you in the cage there after the fight was over? It sounds like when he did his interview, he wants to run it back to you.
Yeah, he said let's run it back too, and you know I think he's a real fighter like I am. That's why this all happened. I'm not gonna come back for no phony making no names for people. I've been making names for people for years. I used to fight at 155. Every person I fought, they would even talk about it and say he gets a title shot if he beats Nate. But that's a weird thing to say. Like, he gets a title shot if he beats me. What do I get? You know what I'm saying? You get number 27 again. So it's like, I think that he should. I think that he'll run it back. I think you're gonna be a man of your word. You got to run that back, and a real fighter will. And you know, that's what Connor didn't take the rematch. Hopefully, Masvidal takes the rematch. I'll be taking all the rematches. You know what I'm saying? With that, because I'm like, yeah, I won and I'll do it again. So that's what I hope we could make happen here, and I hope everybody like gets on the same page and we work together. Otherwise, it might be a fuckery 3-year off again, just like I seen, and I already could see it coming in the media with this Dana White. I don't know about that. You know, that's how it starts. You know what I'm saying? I've seen this repeat. I have more fights than anybody in the UFC. You know what I'm saying? So maybe there are people with a couple more, but I would have more if I would have not been out for 3 years from being fucked from the UFC. So my plan is to tell them all fuck you, and then hopefully we get along soon, and then let's get back at it. That's my plan. You know what I'm saying? You got to kill me in there. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I made this whole shit happen, and I would like for it to happen again. Yeah, fuck you with all due respect. Or come back at me with some 100%, like, you know, don't play me like you have. And this is where it all starts. I can feel it already. So if we're going to do something else, you know what I'm saying, don't be telling me I got to fight Joe Blow over here, because I don't even want to hear that. And then saying we offered them fights. I ain't trying to hear all that. I plan on getting along with them. I hope they plan on getting along back.
Nate, like you said, this all was something that you created. What did you think of the physical belt, and how did it make you feel that being wrapped around Jorge's waist?
Yeah, whatever about the belt, you know what I'm saying? It's the whole, you know, let me get a fair, you know what I'm saying? You only lose when you lose, and I lose. You know, take me out, clean out. And I don't believe I lost. You know what I'm saying? I think they stopped it, and that's fair to say that that's how they do it. You know, but can we get this ran back, please?
And obviously, if that does happen, do you see that? Obviously, you know, like you said, you brought Trump out for this one. Can you see the rematch being any bigger than tonight in terms of the scale of the event?
Yeah. I'm sure every fight that I'm gonna do from here on out is gonna be the biggest fight, because I'm the realest fighter in this whole game, and we'll see if he is.
Nate, back over here to your right. Can you just talk about? I know it was a topic all week, but coming out of here from Sacramento, Stockton, just to be able to headline the Garden and what that meant, and then to actually do it tonight, even though it ends on terms that you wish didn't happen. I mean, just what did it mean to step foot in that Garden and just see everyone?
It was great, and it's great. All the love I get from the people, from the fans, from even the media. Everybody been showing me love the whole time, and recognizing that I've been here for long. I've seen articles from all you guys, and it was cool as hell, And I still got the love, even coming all the way out to the East Coast, banging on everybody. You know what I'm saying? West Coast and all over the place, and it was still love, and I appreciate it. And I just did all that too initially to start the fight, to get the fight, because they're not giving me no fights. You know what I'm saying? And I know they're not going to give me another good fight that I want, because I've already been through it. So it's kind of like give me what the fuck I deserve. You know what I'm saying? I believe I deserve a rematch. I've given mine, and to answer your question, yeah, it's great. It's a big historical thing, whatever. I'm dealing with the loss right now, so. But, you know what I'm saying, it's pretty cool to come out here and headline Madison Square Garden and be this big of a deal. And, like I said, the president came out and all this stuff. Man, ain't no president never came out for no fight. You know what I'm saying? So I think that the people can understand that. You know what I'm saying? When I spit it, that I wanted the Masvidal fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, even the people who are too big to talk about the fighters, superstars and shit, they saw it and they could feel it too. That's what drove the president here. That's what drove anybody to watch. Because they're like, no, we know. Because a lot of these, I see superstars all the time, and I find out they know me and like me, and they give me shouts out and shit. And I'm like, because as long as they've been superstars, 15 years ago, they wasn't even superstars yet. They was watching me on TV fighting people. So they see, and that's what I believe brings all the attention, is that they could hear and they could feel the real.
And then my final question: Do you know how many stitches you had tonight?
Same as always, 6 or 7 or 8. I don't know. Fuck, nigga, I got unlimited record for stitches. But you sneeze on me, I bleed. So, it's not a thing.
Hey, Nate. If the fight wasn't going to get stopped, what was going to be your game plan for the 4th and 5th round?
Well, I swear to God, I initially was like, man, I hope I haven't been running, because my confidence wasn't as high as it is, because I'm running and I'm putting these miles that people can't keep up with, except for Jose and Allen. But when I'm like that, I could go 95% for the whole time. You know what I'm saying? So this time there was like little bump ups of how hard I was going to like tell myself, okay, ease up, and I was like, around the 3rd round, I've started to feel him start grabbing onto me on the fence. You could see he was like holding me in the fence one time, and I was like, this fool's gonna go for a takedown or something, or start drilling me with these knees, and he wasn't doing anything. I was like, oh, okay, you're just preserving. So I started smacking him in his face this way, like that, and his head turned to the side. I started smacking him in his face this way. Not even technical fighting, schoolyard. Like, oh, you're gonna just hold me? I'm just gonna smack you in your face as many times. So and on the bottom, and I was hitting him. I was like, where you at, motherfucker? And then he spit it back. Oh, I'm right here. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, I hear you starting to fade away. I think it's going to start getting better for me. And then I go back to my corner, and I'm telling my corner over here, they're talking to me. I'm like, Ken, let's calm down a little bit. Because I always get a ruckus out the corner because I bleed everywhere. And so I'm like, hey, let's just chill so I can breathe. And I'm looking over here. I'm like, yeah, I think this guy's easing up. I think if it's going to get better for me, it's going to start getting better for me right now. And then the guy's like, oh, I'm like, no, we good. We good. And he's like, okay, we're good. And we goes over and he stops the fight. And I'm like, dude, are you fucking kidding me? That pisses me off. You know what I'm saying? It makes me really mad.
One more question, Nate. What's it like being a new dad and also a fighter? Has that changed you at all?
Yeah, I don't got nothing to do with it, though. This is a fucking fight game, you know what I'm saying? I hate when people be holding babies and shit, telling everybody, you know what I'm saying? Them babies don't need to be watching no fighting. It ain't got nothing to do with it. I don't need no baby pity either. You know what I'm saying? They don't need to know about none of that shit. There's war. All the way war. You got to kill me. Didn't get killed. You know what I'm saying? On the biggest stage, on the biggest thing ever, and it just irritates me. But in the defense for everybody else, I shouldn't have got hit and cut. But if I had the confidence, like I said, to go in there, I could have had more better movement, like with the Pettis fight, and I could have been like, you know, strategic. Right here for this fight, I'm going to tell you what happened. I was like, I have to stop training about 2.5 weeks ago. I just have to stop training, and I'm going to make it to this fight. Most motherfuckers would have pulled out, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, I'm going to make it to this fight because you know what? What happened if I didn't make it to the fight? That would be weak. Ain't no bad motherfuckers pull out of fights, you know what I'm saying? The second Conor McGregor fight, I was fucked. He ran for his life now, you know what I'm saying? He ran for his life in the fight, and then he went off to go on you know what I'm saying? I can't be mad at him for going and making millions and millions of dollars. What, you know what I'm saying? So that could be justified like that. I'm like, okay, you had to do what you had to do. But me as a fighter, I can't live with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, if I got choked out on my face and it came back and won a decision, that doesn't justify it for me. I have to beat you. You know what I'm saying? And that's just like this fight. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to come get all my hundreds of $1 million after I finish because you killed me. So that's how I feel about this one.
And hey, just over here, just sort of going off Conor as well. Also, you know, with Dana White saying that he's not too interested in this rematch, and you saying that you don't want Joe Blow, you want someone sort of 100%. You know, could this be time for a Conor trilogy potentially? Would that interest you?
Look, if anything else, I'm doing rematches only that I never got back, you know? But I would like this one.
Also, you mentioned before that The Rock can get it as well. What exactly did you mean by that? What was it that The Rock did?
Nigga, he's on that side. Fuck him. I'm on the West Coast side. Mike Tyson should have been here anyway. He's the baddest man on the planet, right? He should have been the one. He should have been the one over here. I'm over here on the rock, huh? You guys caught me under a bad time, but you know what I'm saying? The Rock's cool. I like ballers. You know what I'm saying? But he picked the wrong side. He picked another side, so he could get it too. He could get his ass whipped too, straight up. With all due respect, he could get it too.
And sorry, just one more follow up on that. Was it him smiling at Jorge? What do you mean by him?
No, I just know he was on his side. He's got to be though. He's from the same town and all that. Saying he got to be. But you know, you on his side? Fuck you.
Oh, one last question, right here in front. You did say you got 5, 6, 7, however many stitches you're not sure about. How bad is the upper brow? Because Dana was like, yeah, it looked like it was hanging off. It was.
He's full of it.
Always
full
is.
of it.
But
when he said that to me, I looked at my boy and I was like, it's the same as every cut. It's the same thing as every cut. I have the same cut every time. After I lost fought Pettis, I went back and trained like a week later, and I split it right back open. You know what I'm saying? Like halfway, I was like, damn, this thing cuts right back open every time. And then when he said that to me, I look like your eyeball doesn't fall out. I looked at my homie. I was like, hey, is my eyeball about to fall out? And he's like, no, it's the same like last time. I was like, man, this dude's being over dramatic about it. So that's what he does though. He goes like, oh man, I think that he didn't stand a chance in there, man. It's good they stopped doing. They didn't. How many fights you been in, Dana?
Nate over here. How did it feel to have Nick walking you out?
Nick, it's better to have Nick around all the time, always. So that's just what I've been thinking about the whole time from when he fought KJ. He went and got the surgery on his eyes after that fight too, because he was cutting every fight wide open. Yeah, after that he did. He did his thing.
Yes, Nate. It seemed like there were a couple of instances during the fight where you and Masvidal said stuff to each other. Do you recall any of the other things that you guys said to each other?
No, a couple times I had stuff to say. He had stuff to say back, so it was cool. But the last thing he had to say was a little less. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have too much breath in there to be spitting it. That's when I went. That's when I knew. I was like, okay, things might be getting better for me right now.
And also, you mentioned that if you don't get the Masvidal rematch or McGregor, you said there are a couple other rematches that you haven't gotten that you were interested in. Which ones?
No, I just never have got rematches. I lost to wrestlers over the. That's when I said back in the day, like I ain't fighting no more wrestlers no more, because they don't win the fights. They get a hold of you and they don't let go, and then I punch them in their face 100 times, and then they won for holding my hips or something. And I'm like, dude, can I get a rematch? No, we're not interested in that. I'm like, what? So I'm like, I'm not fighting no more lames. I'm only fighting killers. So it's like we can have a real fight.
And the last one for me, like you said, you're not interested in Joe Blow, number 27. I don't think most people are either. Whatever.
Yeah, but I mean it though.
Yeah, of course.
The other guys are too broke because they don't open their mouths. And then they ask you, is fighting number 27 get dropped down the scale? I'm like, no. I've been making too many names for too many people out here. You know what I'm saying? And then, yeah, I don't know.
Well, in that case, what other fights would interest you? Because it's not certain that you and Masvidal can get it going when
Right now, only that rematch is the only thing I'm interested in.
Okay, thank you.
Nate over here. I'm sorry. What do you say to the irony that something called the baddest motherfucker is decided by a cut?
That's what I'm saying.
There's irony in this. Elaborate, please.
Is that? Come here, okay. Yeah. Like you were saying, I think that yeah, it doesn't make it official, right? It's not official. Cause if someone else decided the fight was over, I don't feel too bad as motherfuckery about that fight. No, for sure not. He deserves everything he gets, man. He's a great fighter and been around for a long time, and right on to him. You know what I'm saying? But hey, Jorge Masvidal, I'm coming for you. That's my plan from here on out. It's good talking to everybody. I'm gonna get going. Thank you very much.